I'm a teacher of physics, but there are certain things I teach in physics I wonder if they are actually true. And one of them is Archimedes' principle. You see, Sir Archimedes, this was far, far before the coming of Christ, okay? Sir Archimedes made us to understand that a body will only float on the surface of water, not far, far before the coming of Christ. Come on, keep quiet. That was in the ADs, not in the BCs, okay? So he made us to understand that a body will only float on the surface of water if and only if that body is able to displace its own weight on that surface. That is how it floats. And that is actually what makes a human being swim on the surface of water. But I got to unlock certain things in me that can actually make me float on the surface of water without sinking. I can even lie down, like I can sleep. I can practically lie down and sleep on the surface of water. And you'll be wondering how it's possible. Does it mean that Archimedes' principle has exceptions? Well, that's a good question. But a good thing to talk about it is that whether there are exceptions or there are no exceptions, one thing is sure. It is possible to be on the surface of the water even when you do not displace your own weight. Now, but there are some rhetorical questions I ask. If a dead body can float on the surface of water without sinking, how come a living soul cannot float? Even though the weight of the living soul is far, far smaller than the weight of the dead body. Can you answer that question? If you can, do that on my DM. I'll be very glad to hear you do that. Alright, that's by the way. I was just thinking how, but I'm going to show you how you can see me floating on the surface of water without obeying the principle. I'm in the shallow part of the pool, okay? If the pool was indeed very deep, a lot of marvelous things will as well happen. But this is quite shallow, but I don't mind.